Okay, so get this. We're diving into a story today from the Bible
Oh,
that
yeah.
has demons,
Uh-huh.
pigs,
All right.
and a powerful miracle.
Love it.
So strap in, everybody. It's going to be a wild ride, and we are going to break down all the juicy details.
Can't wait.
This is the story of the demon-possessed man who was healed by Jesus.
Right.
And we are going to be looking at a YouTube video called The Demon-Possessed Man is Healed.
Okay.
And it comes from the channel Carrie Nigeri.
Okay.
So what are some of the big takeaways here?
Go on.
What can we learn about the nature of good and evil from this story?
Oh.
And what does it tell us about the cultural context of the time?
There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's start with the setting.
Okay.
Jesus is in the region of the Gergesenes,
Okay.
and he encounters this man who is living among the tombs.
Wait, hold up. Living among the tombs.
Yeah.
That's not just someone who is down on their luck.
No.
What's the significance of that?
Well, imagine being so ostracized, so far gone, that you're literally living among the dead.
Wow.
The source material points out that this symbolizes a kind of spiritual death,
Oh, wow.
a complete separation from society and even from his own humanity. It really makes you think about how people viewed mental illness back then.
That's a really good point. This isn't just a physical ailment then. It's a social and spiritual crisis.
Exactly. And then in this state of utter despair, the man encounters Jesus
Huh.
and recognizes him as the Son of the Most High God.
Right.
He even begs Jesus not to torment him.
Wow. So even in his tormented state, he recognizes Jesus' power.
Yes.
Like he senses that Jesus has authority over whatever's afflicting him.
Exactly. And speaking of malevolent forces, the demons actually identify themselves as Legion.
Legion. That sounds pretty intense.
It does.
What does that actually mean?
Well, Legion wasn't just a cool, spooky name. Think of it this way. In the Roman army,
Right.
a legion was a massive unit of soldiers,
Oh, wow.
known for its sheer size and brutal force.
Right.
So it's not just a couple of mischievous spirits bothering this guy. It's a whole army of evil.
This man is truly under siege. So this is where things get really weird.
Yeah.
Instead of asking to be banished to some spiritual abyss, the demons plead with Jesus to be sent into a nearby herd of pigs.
Yeah.
Why pigs?
Right. That's the million-dollar question.
Total.
There are a few possible interpretations.
Okay.
Some scholars believe that pigs represented uncleanliness in Jewish culture. Sending the demons into the pigs might symbolize the purging of this uncleanliness. Others suggest it's a commentary on Roman occupation and the idea of demonic forces inhabiting those in power.
So there are a few layers to unpack there.
Yeah.
Either way, Jesus grants their request and the demons enter the pigs.
Right.
And then chaos. The whole herd stampedes into the lake and drowns. What do you make of that scene?
It's a pretty jarring scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
It speaks to the sheer power of these forces,
Yeah.
both demonic and divine. And on a more practical level, you have to consider the impact on the local community. A whole herd of pigs drowning would have been a significant economic loss,
Yeah.
possibly leading to hardship and resentment.
That's a great point. It adds a whole other dimension to the story.
Yeah.
Now, after all this, the man is completely transformed. He's clothed in his right mind and sitting calmly at Jesus' feet. What a change.
Absolutely. This is where we see the story shift from demonic chaos to the power of healing and redemption. The man has gone from being an outcast living among the dead to being restored to his community.
And he wants to follow Jesus. But Jesus tells him to go home and tell everyone what happened.
Right. It's a crucial point in the story.
Yeah.
Jesus isn't just performing miracles.
Right.
He's starting a movement.
Right.
This man's personal testimony becomes a powerful tool for spreading the message of hope and healing.
It's so smart. Think about it.
Mm.
No social media, no internet.
Real.
Just the power of a personal story.
Yeah.
It makes you realize how impactful that must have been back then. But here's the curveball. The locals actually asked Jesus to leave after witnessing all of this.
Wow.
Why would they do that?
Fear, probably?
Huh.
Maybe they were afraid of the unknown power they had witnessed, or perhaps they feared the potential consequences of aligning themselves with someone who challenged the status quo.
So even though the outcome was positive, they were still uncomfortable with the forces at play. Well, there you have it. Demons, pigs, miracles, and a whole lot to think about. What a story.
It really is, and it leaves us with a lot of questions, doesn't it?
It does.
How does this ancient story resonate with our understanding of mental illness and spiritual struggles today? What does it tell us about the complex relationship between belief, fear, and power? Those are questions that are still relevant even now.
Great questions.
Yeah.
And that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks.